You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, we're going to be talking about the NFL in this video, and it is not good news whatsoever. We all know that the NFL has embraced wokeness. Now, however, they have definitely backtracked from that. I don't believe the Black National Anthem has been played since the opening weeks of the season. They have definitely stepped away from publicly doing any kind of woke stuff when it comes to things on the field. However, folks, behind the scenes, it seems to be a different story. And boy, the NFL may be so deep into social justice, socialism, far left politics than we could possibly imagine, folks, because we all know that last year, lots of rioting and everything like that. One of the talking points was to defund the police. And we have seen major cities defund their police departments, and it has backfired as crime has been up. And some of these cities are refunding their police because it's a disaster. Crime has been up. However, folks, the NFL has an Inspire Change program. And apparently, guys, this is what the NFL is doing behind the scenes. Over here on Fox Business, NFL funding defund the police groups through Inspire Change program. NFL's Inspire Change program funds groups that want to abolish police, prisons, and immigration detention. This is just unbelievable, man. This is a shocker. Now, we knew that the NFL was into social justice, but man, I didn't know that they went this far down the rabbit hole. I really didn't. So let's go ahead. Let's read this. The NFL's Inspires Change partners, which receive financial backing from the multi-billion-dollar league, include multiple groups that have openly advocated for the defunding the police, a Fox News digital review of the program found. Groups who have received funds as part of Inspire Change, the NFL's social justice initiative, include the Vera Institute of Justice, the Oregon Justice Resource Center, and the Community Justice Exchange. All three of those groups support defunding or abolishing the police. A review of their public statements show. While the NFL's general support of social justice causes is widely known, the fact that the league is propping up groups trying to defund police departments has not been previously reported. Now, wow, this is just eye-opening right here, folks. It really is. Now, did the NFL not know that these groups were openly calling for the defunding of police and the abolishment of prisons? I mean, I can't believe the NFL would be that stupid. I can't believe that they would really be that stupid, but this does not surprise me. You know, think of the name, man. Inspired Change. What does that really mean? It definitely does sound like, you know, some far left progressive stuff that could end up coming to backfire in the NFL's face. It says here the NFL gave $300,000 to the Oregon Justice Resource Center. The group disclosed to local media. So the group put that out there. It's unclear how much the NFL gave to the Vera Institute of Justice and the Community Justice Exchange, though the NFL has donated tens of millions of dollars as part of the Inspire Change program, according to the league. Vera and the Community Justice Exchange have been NFL grantees since 2020, last year when all the rioting and stuff was happening. While the OJRC first received funding from the NFL this year, according to the league. The Community Justice Exchange, which didn't provide a comment by press time, aims to get rid of not only policing and prisons, but check this out, but also immigration enforcement, according to his public statements. So they don't want any protection for the United States when it comes to, I guess, immigration. I guess they don't want a border wall. I guess they want the southern border just to come down. This is radical stuff right here. This is really, really dangerous and really, really radical. It says here, quote, the Community Justice Exchange is working towards a world without prisons, policing, prosecution, surveillance of any form of detention or supervision, the group states on its website. Its work includes publishing a roadmap to prison abolition. Wow. So this group seems to be very much pro-criminal. This is just very, very dangerous stuff, folks. Extremely dangerous. The group also runs the National Bail Fund Network, whose chapters include the Minnesota Freedom Fund, a group that gained notoriety for bailing out rioters, oh my goodness, and alleged domestic abusers, among others, during the summer 2020 riots. Kamala Harris was among the high-profile figures who promoted the Minnesota Freedom Fund last year. Now, we knew that, folks. We knew that Kamala Harris was actually bailing out rioters, people that were destroying businesses. This is crazy. And the NFL is backing all this? Come on. The NFL support for the group includes supporting 75 plus local community based bail and bond funds, working to end money bail and pretrial detention at the local level and immigration detention at the national level, according to the NFL's Inspired Change website. The OJRC is similarly open in its support for defunding the police. Quote, the brutality of law enforcement and cruelty of our prisons are connected by the same malignant tumor, white supremacy. Wow. The OJRC tweeted in June 2020, we must dismantle, defund it all. So they're openly calling for the abolishment of all prisons because it is white supremacy. Folks, these groups want to make minority communities into something straight out of a horror movie. I mean, if they dismantle prisons, who's going to get affected the most? It's going to be minority, poor communities. This is just disgusting. In August, when Portland's mayor called for restoring previously slashed police funding amid a crime spike, the OJRC criticized the move. Quote, Portland's leaders from the mayor down or anyone else advocating for more money for police either don't get it or don't want to get it, the group tweeted. It added, we need to defund the police and build up communities. The NFL's funding of the OJRC supports his Women's Justice Project, Youth Justice Project, and sustaining current capacity and enabling the OJRC to expand. According to the league, the OJRC declined to comment. I'm just dumbfounded by this, folks. I really am just dumbfounded by this. I mean, this is a pretty lengthy article here, but man, let's talk about Vera Institute of Justice real quick. It says here, like the OJRC, the New York-based Vera Institute of Justice is unapologetic in its support for defunding the police. Quote, Vera is committed to dismantling the current culture of policing and working towards solutions that defund police and shift power to communities, the group president Nicholas Turner wrote in June 2020. He also touted Minneapolis leaders' pledge to dismantle the city's police department, a move ultimately rejected by voters in a ballot measure last month as one of several victories notched by activists. Yeah, because the people in Minnesota, guess what? They want their communities to be safe. But Vera and the NFL, I guess they don't want that. I guess they really, really don't want that. And this guy right here, Roger Goodell, who is supposed to be running the NFL, just been exposed. I'm pretty sure, more people now are going to start turning off their television sets. Especially, now that we made this video, maybe it'll get more traction and you make up your own decision on what to do with the NFL as they're openly supporting organizations that want to make your community more dangerous. The NFL's funding of the group supports Vera's and Backgrounds Initiative and its work to end the catastrophic rise of incarceration in small cities and rural counties, advance racial equity, not equality, equity, a socialist term, and reinvest in supports and resources that build truly healthy and vibrant communities through policy advocacy, narrative changing campaigns, and research in partnership with community members and system stakeholders, according to the league. The NFL's money also supports Vera's policing program and its work to advance crisis response programs, policies, and resources that connect people experiencing behavioral health crisis to community-based services while minimizing involvement with police and the criminal justice system. The NFL declined to specifically answer several questions from Fox News Digital, but provided a statement from a spokesperson defending the program. Quote, our 33 social justice partners have been selected based on the critical work that they have done surrounding inspired change for pillars, education, economic advancement, criminal justice reform, and police and community relations to break down barriers to opportunity and end systemic racism and bridge the gap between members of law enforcement and the communities they serve. The spokesperson said, we stand by our work our grant partners have done and the lasting positive impact made in communities across the country. So they're standing by all of this. This is crazy, guys. I mean, the NFL funding radical organizations that are calling for basically criminals to get out of prison and for police departments to go under and be dismantled. This is absolutely insane, guys. I knew that the NFL was woke. I knew that. But I thought they were really trying to sweep all this under the rug. And apparently it is worse than ever behind the scenes. You may not see the stuff on the field, but behind the scenes, the stuff you don't see, the NFL is deep down the rabbit hole, folks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, the NFL exposed for funding far left radical organizations calling to defund the police and abolish prisons. This is just dangerous. They're trying to make the communities much more dangerous with this approach. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.